we are live. Evana Taylor and say something, Rhonda, so you get big.
Rhonda Wall, did I get big?
It is time for the random hangout, and you'll notice that I have not played the intro. I have not played the intro because I want to do something really fun. And people are still like thinking about jumping in this room right now. But I want to show you this thing that I did, Rhonda. So cute.
Yes, please, Jimmy.
Share screen. Okay. Are you ready?
I am.
Oh, why isn't it showing? Where is my... How do I do this now? Wait a minute.
It's showing. I see it.
You see it, but I...
It looks like a little postcard with a video on it.
Yeah, watch this. Oh, no! They won't let me do it!
Ah, yeah, cheapskate. You gotta pay for it.
But they did this.
Oh, my goodness. What is that?
I know. Wait, I'm going to try
funny.
again.
You can't get it to play?
I mean, I have to make it. It'll only play this, like, little bit. And so I have to make it all over again.
Oh.
I hope I don't have to... I don't want to clear cache. See, it's like it knows me now.
Yep,
and it's like,
there's that cheapskate. She's back trying to play free videos.
I know, and I want it to, oh, it's just being difficult now.
Can you send me a link and I play it?
No.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so sad. I even did
I see the picture. That was a big tease. That was cute.
It's very cute. Let's see if I can do it.
See if you can play it from there. Maybe it'll let you preview or something.
It'll let me preview, but I want you to see the pictures I put in.
Ah.
And see if it's going to let me do it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We got that. Are you watching me do this?
I am.
How easy it is?
This is cute. Oh, you got Sheila there.
Uh-huh. And then here, you have to be, I had to do this a couple times to make sure I
there. There you go.
Now let's see if it'll do it.
All right.
Come on.
Let's play. It's doing something.
Okay, here it is. Watch this. We're not going to get to see the whole thing.
Oh, that's fine.
Did you see us?
The motion of the ocean made them lose
their play.
Where they landed, took they had to build a town, and their belts were on their hats till their pants fell down. Some got the scurvy, some got the flu, some got the runs. Yeah, quite a few.
See, now they won't let me see the rest of it.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
And it won't stop playing either. You have to like literally get out of it.
So the music and stuff, do they have the music there for you, or do you have to put your own in, or what?
You build your little thing, but they wanted something like I think it's like $18 a year. I can't even like do just I couldn't figure out how to just do the one. If I could just do the one for like $2, I would totally have done it.
But it's only $18 a year. But I guess it depends on how often you're going to use it. If you're only going to use it a couple times, it's not really worth it, though.
Exactly. And I would like literally have to have a plan in place for creating these things. But it's
and they're time consuming because that's one of those things. I know you'll buy it or get it because it's cool, and you'll play with it for like a week, and then you'll never pick it back up again.
Exactly, right? Or like you have to have a plan. Like when I did the Powtoons thing.
Right.
I totally use that, and I used it more than enough. If I want to use it again, I can. But overall, hey, Mike Daniels was here. He loved the Pilgrims. I know. I love the Pilgrims too.
I know. You should have put Michael in there.
I could put all those ones in there, but like I said, the thing of it is, it would just take.
Yeah, that would be worth it if you're gonna do like a lot of little sketchy videos and things like that. If you have use for it, that's not a bad price.
Oh no, it's wonderful. But you should at least, if you use it like one time.
consuming too. So usually, even Pal Tunes, I don't get too caught up in it because it's so I could be in there for hours and hours and never get anything else done just playing with that.
I
When
know.
it's really not going to make me any money or anything like that. It's cute to use. That's what we used for our intro and our outro. You did that in Powtoon. So it's great for that. So, yeah, I would do like a pay-per-use kind of thing for when you want to, use it. Albert's checking in with us. Hello, Albert. We're so glad that you're here
Hey,
today.
Albert, and you're going to have to watch the replay if you're late because you're in it.
Oh, Albert's in the replay.
He was one of the pilgrims.
Oh, yeah, you are. You're a pilgrim, Albert. So if you didn't see the beginning, you'll have to go back and watch it.
That's right. And
Even
Sheila's
the little thing she was playing with here.
Yeah, Sheila was a pilgrim and whatever. And I'm really glad, you guys are probably wondering why we're having a gratitude show today, because Rhonda needs it.
It's because Rhonda's not very grateful. I'm a Scrooge. I have just I would cancel the holidays and just humbug everything if I could. If I didn't have children, I probably would.
You don't
But
even
mine are
believe
teenagers, but they're still excited about the holidays, and they want the Christmas tree and all of that stuff. And I'm okay with that to a degree. But I think, like, you made a post earlier about, they start this Christmas stuff. I started seeing Christmas stuff at freaking Halloween.
I know it.
And I'm like, really, people? And then before Thanksgiving, people around here were having Christmas parades. And the Christmas stuff was out. Stations were playing Christmas music. And I'm like, can we not enjoy Thanksgiving first before we move into Christmas? And then, yeah, exactly. And then it's like you're constant. It's just Christmas, 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 Christmas. And it gets on my nerves.
It's on my nerves, too.
I'm like, let's celebrate Christmas for like the week of Christmas and leave it the flip alone.
Well, you know what I said to a friend of mine, and what I say a lot, they wouldn't do it if it didn't work.
It does, and they're making a lot of money off of it. I know for Thanksgiving last year, we went to some family's house, and they were like, as soon as we were done eating, I felt like they were taking plates out from under us. We were like, because they wanted to get out the door to go to the Black Friday sales that were starting on Thanksgiving. And I'm like, me, I kind of graze and eat little bits. I'm just on my second round, and they're pulling everything away, and I'm like, what the heck? They're putting everything up and basically saying, okay, guys, it's been fun. You got to go because we got to go shopping. And I'm like, really? What happened to enjoying family, sitting around like my house this year? I don't do that shopping. So at my house, I did Thanksgiving, and we ate, and we all sit around and talked for, a couple of hours. I got my little electric fireplace. We all sit in the living room, had some conversations. I had, fire logs outside. I made some hot chocolate. Then people, an hour later went back for dessert. And then I even had a couple of people who stayed on through the night, and, we had some drinks. We ate leftovers again for dinner. And it was just a whole day of just spending time with the family, and that's what Thanksgiving is about. It wasn't about me pushing everyone out the door so I could go shopping.
I have a theory, Rhonda. My theory is, I don't know if this is politically incorrect, or maybe this is the hashtag woo-woo portion of our program, but I have this theory that we're going through economic tough times because we've forgotten about Thanksgiving and gratitude.
Yes, they have. So let's play your game and see if we can bring it back.
Let's bring it back. So I'm gonna.
Game. Michael Daniels knows all about games. You should have gotten him to MC it.
Oh, right. Oh, there is Sheila. Hey, Sheila, you're gonna want to check into the replay because you're in it.
Uh-oh, you were in the beginning, Sheila, and you missed it.
But you know what? Okay, so we're gonna play. You're gonna play this game, and this is a super crazy, powerful. I call it a game.
Can the audience play along? Can they type in?
And totally play along, and you don't need to be on the panel. Of course, if you'd like to be on the panel and play along, let us know in the chat box, and we will bring you in. Okay, so here is the game. It's called What I Love About My Life.
Okay.
Right? And I'm going to start so that you can see how it goes, okay? Because it has to be a very, very specific way. And if you run this exercise, if you're by yourself, you can actually just make a list. If you're with a friend, you can share. I guarantee you, when you do this, it changes the chemicals in your brain, and it literally transforms.
You know what would really change the chemicals in your brain and really make you feel more gratitude with this game?
A drink?
If it was a drinking game. We're going to have to figure out how to make this a drinking game.
All right, so it's called What I Love About My Life, right? So I'm going to start. What I love about my life is, let's use the holiday, when my parents and my in-laws come to my house and I serve them dinner and then I serve them breakfast the next day, and I can see just sheer joy in their faces. I saw it this year. It was amazing. Easy for me. They totally were like just so loving it. And at that moment, I was totally loving my life. You see how specific I was?
Yes. So you just pick a moment?
Right. Pick a real moment. Like maybe what you love about your life is when you go in your playhouse and you do XYZ. Another thing I love about my life is getting on this hangout with you and catching up and seeing what's going on.
Aww.
I love that about my life. What do you love about your life, Rhonda?
Okay, well, what I love about my life is wearing sweater leggings.
Sweater leggings. Those are cool.
Because they feel so soft and they're so warm, because I don't love the cold, but I love that I can get all warm and snuggly in my playhouse. So I love that. I love about my life that I don't have to have a real job and that I can work in my sweater leggings or my pajamas. So I love that about my life. And I love about my life that I get to do this hangout and hang out with all you fun guys all the time and play games. And I've missed out on some games too with Michael Daniels, so we get to start back up this week. So, because that's one of the things I love about my life and I love about my week is going to play games. I'm a game person. So I love my family and that we all got to spend time together, and that I love that I didn't go do Black Friday and I don't have black eyes over baby dolls. There is nothing in this world worth standing in line for or getting in a fight over.
I agree. Okay, so quick test. So all you guys that are watching,
see, everyone agrees with me that this should be a drinking game.
It should. It should. So, okay, so I want to know, A, if you feel like join us on the panel and talk about what you love about your life.
I'm drinking coffee, so I have kind of my crack.
Oh, my God. I saw. What Starbucks loves about their life is that you show up 15 times a day and give them money.
They do, and you know they have a contest going on, so I have to go to Starbucks every day because they have a contest going on now through the first of the year. And every time you go there and you use your gold card or gift card or whatever and you pay for your Starbucks, you buy one thing, then you're entered into this contest, and the contest is Starbucks for life. You get one Starbucks drink every day for 30 years.
Oh, my God.
And you get an actual platinum, like, gold overlay card. This is what I have got to have. So I'm going to Starbucks every day just to enter into this thing. And another thing, I love about my life is I went to Starbucks and bought their Vericio machine, which makes Starbucks here.
Oh, you did? But I still
Yeah,
could have
and so I just made this is a cup that I bought at Starbucks. It's a reusable one that I made my own coffee today, but I'm still going to Starbucks. Don't tell my husband because I bought this machine and I said, "Hey, honey, I'm going to buy this machine and I won't spend so much at Starbucks." So, because I have to go to Starbucks every day this month for this contest.
Oh, you know what I love about my life? I also made a purchase this week too. I had a really interesting. I was having a moment.
Uh-huh.
I was having a moment. The moment that I had was, on the one hand,
Was
it was
it a
like,
blonde moment or a hot flash moment?
hey, I have been very. Look at this. I'm wearing a scarf because I'm like cold, which is awesome. No, no, I had this moment where on the one hand I was like crazy satisfied, loving my life, right?
Uh,
Love it. Like 95.6% of my life is totally perfect. Wouldn't change a bit, right?
right.
But on the other hand, I was having this little dissatisfaction thing. So I was on my group morning call, because I do the morning call, and it dawned on me that what was happening is that I had a bunch of little mundane activities. I just finally wrapped up that stupid Verizon trade-in program. That's
Right.
finally done. Oh! And by the time I got the gift cards and got there to apply them and so on and so forth, right? But that was like weighing on my mind. That had to get done. There was like a bunch of little things. Another thing that had to get done is, for the longest time, I have been looking for snow tires. Ever since the advent of all-season tires, I haven't been able to find snow tires. And all-season tires, sorry, in Northeast Ohio, not good enough. Right?
Mm.
So, talked to a friend of mine. He said, hey, you ought to try the shop up the street. They not only sell winter tires, right, which is what I wanted,
Right.
but they will, get this, they will, when winter's over, right, and you got to take the tires off, they will store them for you.
Oh, so you store your winter tires. So do you have like big snow tires on your SUV now?
I don't know. I have it on my little tiny car.
Oh, okay.
And the guy told me that they were going to, but I spent, and I did not, I just told my husband that I got the snow tires.
Uh-huh.
I did not tell him how much they were, which is a small fortune.
Yes.
But I will tell you, and I'd like to know if anybody else knows. I know. I actually was in the rubber business, so I should have known this. But what makes snow tires special, and why can't you drive snow tires in the summertime? Because in the past, they used to have studs. They don't make studs anymore. Now, snow tires are, get this, are you ready? A special rubber that stays softer in low temperatures.
Oh, so it would probably crack during the summer if it got too hot.
They would it doesn't, the rubber will degrade and stuff. So they keep them in storage, right? So anyway.
So I have a better solution is what I do. If there's snow on the road, I stay home. Go figure. But I know where you're at. You probably can't do that because you have snow on the road a lot.
We get snow on the road a lot, and we travel to Pennsylvania and so on.
I'm lucky because here, if we get just a dusting, everything's going to close anyway. And I work from home, so I don't have to leave if there's snow on the ground. So I don't even mess with snow tires. I don't like snow anyway.
Nobody is
Only in moderation do I like snow. I like to go skiing every once in a while. Actually, I don't like to ski, but I do like.
I ask you to go skiing. You can come skiing with me.
I don't know. I tried that once on my honeymoon. We went skiing. For the first time, I went skiing. Well, I told my husband, I said, just show me how to stop and I'll be good. And he said, okay. So he shows me how to do the pizza slice stop. Then we get on the lift. I'm scared of heights. But from the bottom, I see this lift, and I think it's just going to lift us and keep us kind of close to the mountain and go up, and, everything's cool. We get on this lift, and the bottom falls out.
What do you mean?
And we're way up in the air, and I start freaking out. I'm crying. I'm freaking out so bad. And I'm like, oh, my God, we're going to die. The woman sitting beside me looks down and says, yeah, I guess if we fail, we would die. Oh, my God. So then we get to the top of the mountain, which from my perception was like a double diamond or whatever, but it wasn't. It was like the first level up. So we get up there. I do my little stop thing, and I'm stopping all the way down, and I got the pole sticking in the ground. And then someone comes by me and hits me and knocks me down.
Oh, that I
So
believe.
then my husband gets behind me and gets up under my arms to lift me up, and I'm like a rag doll like this. And he's like, you could help me a little bit. So I can
Oh,
get
you
you
can't
up.
because it's
I'm like, I don't want to get up. And so finally I do get up. I take the skis off. I put them under my arm, and I walk down the mountain. And I get about halfway down the mountain, and someone else hit me coming by me. I fell on my butt and slid on my butt all the way down to the bottom. That was the most fun I ever had. So then I waited for my husband to do his round and come down to the mountain. And I'm like, can I see your wallet? I need your credit card so that I could go to the bar. I'm going to have a drink and watch everyone else ski. Then when we get back to our cabin, I'm like, I hate skiing. I'm never going to do it again. And he's like, oh, I really love to ski, and I was hoping that that was something we could do together. And I just looked over at him. This is our wedding night, mind you. So I just look over at him, and I'm like, well, I guess you married the wrong person.
all that counseling you guys did, this never came up. Now what you need to do to ski, when I started dating my husband, we did a ski date, right, and went with some friends. And I took lessons because we were smart enough to realize that I didn't want him teaching me anything on a date. That's probably not a good idea. So anyway, we took the lessons and everything, but then we went into the lodge and drank shots.
Yeah, see, that was the most fun I had. I loved sitting in the lodge, and this one you could see people coming down the hill.
Yes.
And I'd see people tumbling and falling and people doing cool stuff. That was the most fun. I just sit there, get drunk. And it was actually fun when I fell on my butt and went down on my butt. So then I realized that, hey, I really like, what do you call it when you do that? Like on the tubing.
Tubing, yeah.
I really like tubing. So we will go skiing as a family now. And I like to pick a resort that has skiing and tubing, and then I'll go tubing while they go skiing because I can do that because I'm sitting down.
Is ideal for your flirting style.
What is?
Skiing is ideal for your flirting style because guys that ski are very helpful.
Yeah, but see, I don't want to be the damsel in distress who's hanging in a tree off the side of a mountain. That's not a good look for me. I'm so terrified of heights. I can't even stand in a chair to get something high. That's how scared of heights I am.
That's too. I am sad. All you people that are here right now, we are playing the game of what you love about your life. So tell us something specific that you love about your life.
Well, I think some of them came in late, so maybe they didn't hear about it. So, yeah, just name some stuff you love about your life. I know Albert asked earlier if I had a real job before, and I did. Was it Albert that asked?
Yes, I think it was.
Yeah, I did. I had a real job before. Some of you may be surprised by this because people usually are when I tell them this, but I was actually a nurse in my former life. So I went to nursing school. I was a nurse. I worked in nursing homes. I worked in hospitals. My favorite thing was working in the emergency room because my saying was I would hate to see anyone get hurt, but if they do get hurt, I want to see it. So I love the emergency room. You never knew what was coming in and what you were going to see, and it was just crazy. So I was a nurse in my former life, and I had a few odds and ends and crazy jobs in between too, and then I started working at home. But when I first started working at home, I did like customer support in a virtual call center. That was not fun. But I had a few not so fun jobs before I started working on my own. But yeah, I actually did have a real job before,
I know
believe it or not.
that's another great question to ask everyone. So question number one, what do you love about your life? Like, give us something really specific. Like, something else I love about my life is on Sunday mornings, my favorite thing to do is to come downstairs, have my coffee, and read the paper with my husband, who sits there and does his little crossword puzzle. And sometimes we laugh at the news. Like, one time I was flipping through the paper, and they had a picture of an alpaca. Do you know what an alpaca is? It's like
Yes.
a llama, right?
Like a llama, yeah. You raise them for their fur or whatever, and they pay
Right.
you to do it.
So
Yeah.
I decided to take a picture of this on this one Sunday morning. I take a picture of this, and I post it up on Facebook, and I start telling people that we decided to buy an alpaca, and that we live in the backyard, and
Oh my gosh.
that he was gonna, like, graze the grass because we didn't like cutting grass anymore. So we just started this whole thing, and people were like, "Did you really get a llama, or what do you do with that thing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, well, if we get tired of it, we'll just eat it."
You have no sense. Well, Phil says what he loves about his life is his beautiful wife, Kate Boyer. Isn't that sweet?
That is sweet, but tell
We
us.
love Kate too.
We love her too, but tell us specifically what you love.
That is specific. He loves his wife.
Yeah,
You don't
but
have to tell us what she does that
he
makes
can
you
tell
love
us,
her.
like, what I love about my life is my beautiful wife and the way her eyes twinkle when I
When
walk.
she's drinking Jack Daniels.
All right, Sheila, what do you love about your life? I'm going to call you out.
You ain't much fun since I quit drinking.
Are you going to sing now?
Yeah. I've only had coffee, I swear.
Okay. So I was going to ask something else too. We were talking about Thanksgiving, and we were talking about your peeves about the holidays and about Christmas. And I wanted to ask people to post something like, I don't know.
What pisses you off about the holidays?
Right?
Is it that every station is playing Christmas music now and you can't hear a real song? Or that all of the shows on television are Christmas, Christmas, Christmas,
Well,
Christmas,
if you
Christmas?
watch like Lifetime or something, they have Christmas all year long.
Okay, Kate and Phil, you guys get a room.
Get a room. They have to say that because they're on the stream.
Yeah, but they need a private room.
That's right.
My kids do that. Me and my husband will be loving on each other or whatever, and they'll be like, "Oh, would y'all get a room?" And you know what I tell them? I'm like, "We have a whole house that I don't see your name on, and I don't think you've paid a mortgage payment yet. We have a whole house, and yes, we have Chris in your bed."
Are we nasty again?
Are we nasty?
Are we getting nasty again?
Kate says, "How do you know my eyes twinkle when I drink Jack Daniels?"
We know these things.
Yep. I kind of figured.
I've actually been to the Jack Daniels distillery. And that whole region, when you drive in, first of all, it's a dry county. They can't drink there.
Right.
Right? And when you drive in, it smells like yumminess. It
Really?
smells like the Mr. Jack outside. And
I would think that a liquor company would stink. Kind of like there's a paper company near the place where we go skiing.
Oh, yes.
That is the most stinky place I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so Phil says it's hump day, so we can be ugly on hump day. Now, Sharon loves about her life is the adventure and spontaneity. like on the fly, going to movies or going to special places, New Orleans, Savannah, Bermuda, wine and more wine. I agree with you there. Wine and more wine.
Oh my God, I did.
Awesome. I love that about my life too, that I can, for the most part, if I want to go somewhere or get up and travel, I can because I can take my work with me. So if I want to go on a workcation or whatever, I can. I can just get up and go, which is nice. And I'm loving about my life. I'm getting really organized for the start of the year. I hope you guys all are. I'll post the link because I'm going to be part of a webinar next week about how to get your mindset and get yourself organized and ready to rock 2015. So
Oh, I love that.
I'll post the link to that webinar so you guys can come on over.
And if you have tips on what you do to get organized, post them in this stream because I'm actually doing an article and I'd love to give you some link love. I'm doing an article for Canon coming up, and it's all about sort of setting yourself up for 2015.
For next year. Yeah, that's great because everybody's got to get ready for next year. I've been hiring new people. And do you know what I discovered in hiring new people? I am one hell of a virtual assistant and online business manager because I have been searching for the mini-me, someone who can do the things that I do, that can take misguided, poor-ass information that I get from clients like Ivana and make something out of nothing. No one can do this but me.
No, this is your first mistake. Have you not read the E-Myth?
The what?
The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. You're not supposed to find a mini-me. You have to break up the tasks into little tiny pieces.
Yeah, but I need a mini-me that can break up the task into little tiny pieces so that I don't have to. My goal is to kind of step away from some of that stuff so that I can focus on some other things that I want to do.
I get it.
So I've got to find someone who can take stuff like that and make it what it's supposed to be. People can't do that. I'm finding that I've hired very intelligent people, very highly paid people that I expect more from, and they can't take things that I can take and just do something with it. Where do I find my mini-me? It's like I want someone, you know how you can. And you're very lucky. If you ever get rid of me, you're retarded because you'll have a really hard time finding someone like me because I'm having a hard time finding someone like me.
I hear you.
You know how you told me, you said the other week, hey, I want to do a program. I don't even know what kind of program I want to do, but I want to do a program out of something of my stuff. Will you just go through my stuff and pick out something, put it together, and make me a program out of it? Ivana, do you know how many people could actually do this?
None.
I'm not finding any. I'm sure there's someone out there. I can't be the most intelligent person in the world or we're in trouble. But there's not many people who can think.
Well, actually, you know, the whole point is, like, and it's kind of, this is people, you are in on it now. It's leading into our meeting that she and I are having later.
Yeah, I need some Jack Daniels really quick, like, so someone put it in the mail.
Right there for you. I think, Albert, do you think we're actually drinking? No, we are just like, that's what makes it so ridiculous, right? Oh my God, I'm having.
Are we flashing now?
I don't know, but I've got like, is it like red?
Yeah.
See? I don't even need the scarf anymore to be red. It was just itching me. So, no, I think that no, people can't do that, but there's parts that you can do, right? And then there's parts that other people can do. Like you can say, I need someone to do a sales page with the following bullet points. I need someone to look at these articles and put them in order. Then I need someone to do blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Break the task up, and then like what you can do is you can say, okay, here's what we need. We need a sales page. We need, 3 sets of emails. We need blah, 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 blah. It's almost like, sort of like what I gave you. Here's a batch of emails.
Right.
Here's,
Yeah, but half the time I don't even get that. I get, like you said, I want to create a program with something of my stuff, put it together, which means then I have to say, okay, we're going to need an opt-in page, we're going to need a pre-launch, we're going to need a sales page, and then I go and I create all of these things from scratch.
Well, you shouldn't have to do that, right? So you should be able to say, I need a sales page, that speaks to the following bullets.
Yeah.
Can't get
that. I have a highly trained person that I sent something to today with an outline of what needs to be on the sales page, and they send me a note back saying they're not a copywriter.
I have one.
Yeah, but don't tell me you're not a copywriter, because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to end your freaking contract. You don't tell me what you're not. I'm not a copywriter either, but I would make shit happen. Excuse my language.
We just blipped into the over 18. No.
I don't like people who won't think things through.
Yes.
And who want to make excuses for doing every little thing. I don't care if you're not a copywriter. At least put something together. And if it's not perfectly written or whatever, that's fine. We'll figure that out later. But put something together for me to see. Kind of like I do for you. I'm not a copywriter, but I will make you a sales page. And there will be words on the sales page. And these words will all make sense and line up. They may not be words exactly like you want them, but that's okay. You then have something that you can go into, and you can change around some words, move some stuff around, but it saves you a ton of time.
That was really what my request was.
And then all you have to do is kind of say, okay, well, I like the way she did this, but I don't really, let me just change this or whatever. Or even send me points back.
Right.
And say, hey, I like this, I don't like that.
Can you really my request? My big request was, you are so close to a certain audience. I don't know how many of you people have this, but, they say you can't see the color of your own eyes. So Rhonda's forever telling me that she thinks I have a branding program. Now, I do branding for people, and there's stuff that I do, but it doesn't look like a program. And she's like, oh, your stuff is so amazing.
It is. It's a program. It actually helped me. And like I tell my son will do these things like I'm stupid. Like I'll say, did you do your homework or whatever? Well, yeah, if I had homework, then of course I did it. And I'm like, don't talk to me like I'm stupid. I have an above average IQ. I am smarter than the average bear, okay? That's what I say when he tells me.
You know what my husband says? I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I'm not rusting.
But yeah, I'm finding that, and I'm sure other people have the same problem. And maybe now I'm starting to see my own value by trying to hire someone that can do what I can do. There's not many out there. I can tell you this: the ones that can do what I can do, you can't afford.
Look at what Sheila said. I think that there's some real value in here that you can get. She says, I just let her do my thinking. My life is easy. It took her a decade to train me. I love that because I think maybe, and you do this with a lot of people. I know you and I have this conversation a lot, which
Yeah,
is
well, I have to train my clients in ways too, in ways to give me stuff. You know, me and you had to go through that because we would have like a 2-hour conversation, and I would tell you at the end of the conversation, I have no idea what you want me to do because it was just like a conversation of all these ideas you had in your head, but nothing was like nailed down that we're going to do this because I've
today.
worked with you for a while, and I know now that half that stuff we're probably not even going to do. It's just kind of a mind purge.
Yes.
But
Well,
then
today I sent you an agenda.
I have to train you to stop to say, okay, what is it that we're going to do this week or in the next 2 weeks or whatever. So I train my clients in that way. But see, I told you guys I put out a kind of a help wanted ad, and in there it says that I want someone who can like hit the ground running, pick up the ball and run with it because I have absolutely zero patience. I'm not a good trainer, and I have no patience to train people. So I've got to figure out something else. Maybe it's that I make videos and send them through a training program because
That's a
I
great
don't do
idea.
good training because I'll be a smart ass, and you know, if they ask me a stupid question, I'm going to give them a smart ass answer because I just don't have patience to train people. So I think that might be what I have to do, and maybe just mold someone who has potential into
That's
what it is that I'm looking for.
that's
Yeah.
exactly right. Remember, I mean, probably the most valuable hiring lesson I learned is you hire on attitude. So you
Yeah.
hire, and
If
you
they're
know,
willing to do it and willing to learn. Like the
right.
person that sent me back something and said,
I'm not a
I'm
copywriter.
not a copywriter. Well, you're not employed anymore either. So, yeah, no, it has to be someone who's really eager to learn and wants to learn. Someone that says, hey, I'm not a copywriter, but I'll, do my best and put this together for you and send it over to you and let me see what you think. Hey, that's what I want to hear.
That's right.
Not, I'm not a copywriter, so now we've hit the brakes. Well, I'm not a copywriter either. Figure it out.
Well, you know what? They might need Phil Boyer because if he had patience, he'd be a doctor.
Exactly. I love that, Phil. I'll have to use that one. I love that.
That is
My
fantastic.
husband told me one of these things last night. I'd never heard of it. Do you know what FUBAR is?
Yes.
I didn't. Well, my husband's like 7 years older than me, so maybe it's an older
I think
generation
it's an
thing.
older thing. I haven't
And it's effed up beyond all recognition.
recognition. Is
Yeah. Yeah. He told me like something happened in something I was working on, and he said, and I was getting mad with it. Then he comes back through and he's like, well, do you still have a FUBAR on your hands? And I'm like, what?
well, do you know what a snafu is?
Snafu. That's like a little mistake or something.
Yeah, but it stands for something.
Oh, I don't know what the acronym is. It an acronym for something
It
then?
is
What is
situation.
it? I've heard the snafu, and I know it's like, oh, that wasn't good or whatever. Okay,
Yeah,
so what
it's
does it stand
a
for?
snafu. Situation normal. All effed up.
Oh, I love that.
I hope nobody is. I hope everyone on this thing is an adult. This is like so
They
pathetic.
are. I haven't seen any kids yet, so. Which I didn't say the F word. I said effed up.
That's what I said too. I don't know if that counts. Does that count?
I don't think so.
Okay, so
And
all right, people.
I said flipping.
Oh,
That's my favorite word. I say flipping all the time.
so I don't know that we gave anybody any great tips about the best thing you got today, if I do say so myself.
Hey, I got some good tips.
You got some tips other than the what you love about your life that will
Yeah, I got some tips because when you're hiring someone, you may not find somebody that's exactly what you need. But if you find someone who is moldable and teachable and eager to learn, then you can kind of mold them into what you want. So, and I think you guys all learned that I'm like super awesome. And that's the most important takeaway.
if you ain't working with us, you ain't working.
Yeah. And we've learned that drinking makes games more fun, makes us more fun, makes everyone laugh. That was a valuable, valuable lesson right there.
Well, everyone
And we
here
learned that Kate and Phil need to get a room. And that I'm a Scrooge.
You are not a Scrooge. So are you
Addicted
telling
to
me?
Starbucks.
Are you telling me that? Are you telling me that my whole what you love about your life did not shift you out of the doldrums?
It did. It did. It helped me make a shift.
Like, did you feel happier?
It will. So now I will refrain from going to the mall and punching elves in the nose.
All right.
So I am very grateful now.
Oh, that's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. And so all of you people have spent 40-some minutes of your life on Hump Day, chilling out with us. If you haven't seen it, check the replay in case so you could see that my attempt to sneak away at a Jib Jab video for Thanksgiving, which I got the smackdown.
It was very, very cute.
They say no free for you.
Sheila says she already knew that I was super awesome. Oh, and Sheila is super awesome too.
Everyone. Hey, and so is Dave Pipe, and Phil Boyer, and Mike Daniels, and our friend
Albert
Boyer, and Albert, and Sharon. All of these people that
and
at least
Kate.
once.
You didn't say Kate. And Jam.
Yeah. Oh yes, I didn't see him. I missed him.
We are all awesome because we're here.
Because we're here. And now it's time for all you people to go to work.
All right, get back to work if you must.
Get back to work. I'm gonna actually resort to my regular outro today because we are transitioning out of Thanksgiving.
All right.
But I'm still not ready for Christmas.
Me either. I've already bought myself like 5 things, so. This is a good time of year that I can shop and use it as an excuse to say, Merry Christmas to me, and my birthday's next week, so my birthday and Christmas are the same month, so I can just buy myself lots of things and say, well, it's an early birthday or early Christmas.
Extra gift for you, Chicklet.
Exactly.
And extra gifts to all you people. Goodbye!
Toodaloos. Bye-bye.